Alright, we're going to be ready to go here in just a minute. Pretty soon.
We found the entry point. It doesn't make sense, sir.
The barrier is still holding, but our scans show that 3 portals were opened from inside the village.
The demons couldn't get past the barrier, so their followers are letting them in. They're
The transports. How much time?
Get me the new bishop. Valen's armored division is still an hour away.
We could try and launch the Atlands.
There's no time. Bishop Creed. We need him. The village of Colleen is a mining settlement. If it falls, everything will be destroyed, including your Sentinel energy reserves.
Launch the Slayer.
Total purification targeted for the village of Khalid.
Okay. Just need to change some settings here real quick.
Impact confirmed. The Slayer has been activated.
Up. Can I turn these off? Let's see. Volume. Turn the controller volume off. It'd probably be under this. Subtitle. No, I guess there's not a way to turn those off. Okay. You know what? We're we're gonna have to move me around up here. That was close. Another controller thing I forgot to shut off. Adaptive triggers also off.
The Slayer is dangerous. Keep your distance.
We can't stay here.
Ensign, double lock on the Slayer's location. Confirmed. Weapon drop incoming in 3, 2, 1.
The Power Glove. Nice, we got a secret area.
We can't stay here. We can't stop them.
Oh.
The main gate is under lockdown. There's a key in the nearby church. Route in the location.
Okay. Nice, nice. The destructible environments in this are pretty interesting. More than I expected. Let's make our way this way. Glory strike. I do miss the more animated finishers, though. You get some of that, though, with the bigger, like, higher leveled enemies.
The cultists are traitors.
Is there someone else?
He's at ground zero. He located.
If you guys can, let me know how the audio is. See if I have to change any of the settings or anything.
Once he kills the demon, the portals will collapse.
Almost out of ammo here. Oh, is that it? Secret key required. Alright then. Oh, we got it. These things look like Oblivion gates. Funny enough. Do we get the chainsaw shield here? Say that 5 times fast. Oh, where'd that come from? What is that? Oh, over there. I believe I'm right above the purple key gate. Well, maybe not. Thought I was. Oh! What just happened? I was gonna say I ran over that and it didn't... That was weird. Should be... Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I'm about to run right by it.
Gates closed. The village is secure. Tier 5 readings in the South Bay. Incoming.
A Titan has been summoned.
Oh, a Titan. I don't think they ever give you a way to decode these, or is that cuneiform? I bet you there is a way to deform, like decipher.
We have to move!
That's pretty cool. It's crazy that that doesn't take it down, but I swear, I don't know, it might just be me, but I keep hearing, like, when these guys attack, it almost sounds like, the boomers from Gears of War. Boom. It's a down dragon there. What? Oh, it's gonna be the end of chapter logo. Yeah.
We're making a final push.
Hey, Death Trooper. I do have a square camera now. I'm also actually live streaming this from the PlayStation 5. If you can guess, the PC's gonna be down for the count, probably for a while. I started getting the black screen of death again, and just thinking about it in general. Eventually, you know, in October, I'm gonna have to switch over to this anyway when Windows 10 support ends. I could still use the PC somewhat.
All remaining enemy targets have been neutralized.
You have to let me know how the audio sounds on this too. If it sounds better or worse. I've got the PS5 hardwired in like I did on the PC. But yeah, basically any new games are gonna be streamed this way.
They lied to us. And now he has a leash.
The Makers felt a weapon as powerful as the Slayer.
Should be guided.
And you agreed.
He's not one
Of us. They want assurances, and so did I.
We are starting over when it comes to the Doom campaign for the channel. Finally over my cold too, by the way.
The beast is tearing through our ranks once again. And still, you continue to be influenced by this outsider. It is not this witch who is forced onto the battlefield against the Slayer. All the power of hell cowering before one man.
Well, yeah.
Our enemy is divided. The time is now. And the heart of Argent gives us the power to conquer the beast and crush his allies. The Horde is yours to command. For now, Prince Azareth. I will be informing the High Council of
That's ominous for now.
progress.
They fear him, and so your dominion over hell is not absolute.
Avoid the Slayer. We should focus on breaking the humans first. Then resume our search.
Trophy unlocked. There's codex entries there. At some point, I'm going to have to go back and look for all the collectibles. Deploy the Slayer.
Sire, the demons are now targeting the Sentinel's energy relay. It powers their transdimensional barrier.
Yes?
It is an energy field which prevents the demons from opening a portal into this world.
It doesn't work.
What you see now is a result of Sentinel civilians falling under the influence of demons and opening portals for them. A mere leak in the dam, sir. If the barrier were to break,
Doom Slayer. Oop.
Slayer vitals increasing.
Uh-oh. My boy.
It's remarkable how he can survive the power surge.
Yes. We purify his mind and leave only his hatred for the demons.
I don't know, man. I'd still like to see a prequel, like, to when the Doom Slayer gets into this.
Has already been made.
Launch the Slayer immediately.
Honestly, I think that'd be super interesting, like an origin story. Even something like what happens between Doom 2 and then, like, this game? Like, how does he end up under the Maker's control and, you know, them basically giving him the Captain America power-up that they do?
He's at the drop zone. Deploying weapon port now.
Let's do... Well, I'll wait until I get another weapon. You can map the weapons to the D-pad, which is actually pretty cool. Here we go. We get the chainsaw shield.
Targeting demonic threat.
Superheated.
Reroute all units to the energy relay.
They got the Silent Hill siren going on. Okay, let's get a move on it. Not everything here is destructible, I guess. Oh, okay. Nice. Secret area. A little imp stalker. I didn't think that was going to go through the wall like that. Mikey, yeah, I'm going the right way. All the way down here. Where'd they go? Yeah, I was gonna say, I know he was around here somewhere. Gotcha. Dude, they are just getting trashed. That's actually kind of cool. People are like really weary of you.
Makers, protect us!
These people aren't really meant to be looked at, are they? They're more of a kind of just a set dressing that's there when you, as you sprint through these levels. Because when you stop and look at them, what they're doing actually doesn't really make any sense. There we go. Trophy unlocked.
The command room has the key. Mark it on the player's map.
The stone imp can deflect. Yep. So you gotta shield bash him. Ooh, nice. How did they end up in here, I wonder? Oh. That's funny. Can't let them die, though. Let's see what else they got around here. Any? No. Alright. Alright. Let's make our way up. Oh, that's my fault. I'm not paying attention. Some kind of bug. That's pretty cool, though. Look at the character models. How detailed they are. I wonder why he stopped attacking me. That's weird. Do they have a model viewer in the game, I wonder? Ooh, scary. I wonder what happened. He got bugged. Oh, and he's gone. That was pretty cool, though. That definitely was not meant to happen. Oop. Nice.
Welcome to research and development. Operations are...
I'm a little disappointed that these don't blow up. I would have half have expected them to. Yikes. Woo. Nice. Okay, now that we've got 3...
Plasma gun test in progress. Please get the floor.
Oh. Okay. Well, now that we have 3 weapons, I'll assign them to the D-pads, too. Oh, there we go. We got that life sigil. Okay, let's set this up real quick. So you come into the settings. Oh, here we are. Okay. So we can set the shotgun to right. Plasma rifle to left. And is it the rail spike to up? Yeah. So now we just got quick directional buttons you can hit. Of course, that was also something I figured out after I had finished the game on Xbox. I going the right way? Oh, okay. I see where I'm at now. Makes sense. Am I going the where am I headed? Okay.
Commander, we need assistance out here.
No, I did this before. I don't remember though how exactly I got in there. Yeah, these guys are fighting. Dude's clobbering that guy. Now, the last time I can't remember where I went. That's what it was. Just chipped your floor. Oh no. Oh no. Doing what? You have to let me know too, Death Trooper, if the audio is decent for the microphone. My cologne is in a glass bottle. It fell. Oh no. Does that is that on a wood floor? I assume it's a wood floor. Oh, you're good, you're good. Oh, you got tiles, you think it's wood underneath? Okay. Well, just, you know, set something over it, and, and, you know, just pretend it's not there. Mic sounds crisper than usual. Is that a good thing? Because I have the settings actually on the microphone turned like all the way down. So I know you said you were out eating, but the general overall thing is my PC, obviously they're discontinuing Windows 10 later on in the year, and I thought, you know, I'll just pay for the updates that it gets, you know, the yearly update fee or whatever it is. You would say it's worse, but my mic is very clear. Doesn't sound, it sounds worse, as in like not as loud or too loud. Because I can adjust it. I can. It sounds like game chat. Okay. Well, there's not much I could do about that for now. But no, well, like I was saying, I was just gonna pay for the Windows 10 updates for the year, like, you know, whatever it is, the $60, $70. But I'd looked into it even more. Like, I got another notification talking about, you know, Windows 11 is coming, upgrade. I got ear. It's fine though. I've got it in ear monitors usually. So, okay. Well, anyway. I got a message basically that my computer is even too old to get the extended Windows 10. Like, the parts in it, I guess, were too old. Because it came up again trying to tell me, like, oh, you know, Windows 10 or Windows 11 is coming soon, you know, pay for Windows 11. Or upgrade to Windows 11, and then it's, well, you're not eligible for an upgrade, and then it also said you may not be eligible for extended security coverage or something like that. So I clicked on it, and I guess it doesn't qualify for the extended Windows security. And it started giving me that black screen again. The dreaded black screen. So I just kind of pulled the plug on it, and now we're streaming from the PS5. Woo! Although we got to diversify some stuff here on the channel anyway, so we're going to be moving into more than just Xbox games, of course. You get his Windows 10 version. It's the one. Huh. I'll have to look into it. dude. I saw that they announced what is it? Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is coming to PS5 in the summer. I'm gonna have a more edited video. I'm also waiting on a... Where'd it go? I'm also waiting on a microphone and a microphone arm to be delivered. I ordered them off of Amazon. It's essentially the same thing that I have. I gotta turn this audio down. It's well, maybe I could try Linux, I guess, but I'd probably have to watch a bunch of YouTube tutorials. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, Hellblade. Hellblade is on there, and basically every Xbox game is coming. We got Gears coming in at the end of August. Hellblade's probably going to be in July, and I'm going to be honest. I think Halo's coming in November. If I have to make a prediction, I would say Halo, some version of Halo, whether it's the MCC or Halo Infinite, something Halo related's coming, I think, in October, November. Before Call of Duty, for sure. Yeah, and then we'll have Halo on PlayStation, which is going to be bonkers when that happens. You know, and it's sad, the whole icons idea, and even with the PlayStation icons channel, or the PS icons, the whole icons idea was like, oh, you know, there's exclusives, and the idea would be to just review the console exclusives, like specifically, not even just review, but have like a little bit of development history, your overall thoughts on the game, you know, just kind of informational, a little bit of a review. But I feel like I kind of did that with the Xbox, or with the PlayStation icons. And now even PlayStation is like, you know, all their games are on PC. So really the only one that I could do an icons channel on in my vision really is Nintendo now. Which I did make that channel a while back, but I don't have anything uploaded to it. I was going to try and start streaming to it, like I do with this one, but that, you know, all that happened with my PC. So I don't know. I'll get a gaming PC at some point. I'll be honest. It'll probably either be at the end of this year, maybe as a Christmas gift, or early next year. But I mean, as long as, I mean, you know, heaven forbid, but as long as the PS5 holds out, you can stream this way. Yeah, I've seen it. It's just like the DSP gameplay. Yeah, I saw that when it was getting passed around on. Yeah, it's the black bar for some reason is the trophy pop-up. But yeah, oh, pressed the wrong thing. But yeah, that popped up months ago. Oh, really? But yeah, we've actually, I think I've got a lot of the channel games set up actually for the next few months. After we play through Doom, I'm gonna start doing Death Stranding, and then there's Death Stranding 2, and then probably Hellblade, and then I'm gonna stream the original Hellblade because I never made the. Actually, you know what? That's not true. What I ended up doing was I beat Hellblade 2, and it was I beat it off stream, and then I was going to make a review. I recorded the audio for the review. It was like 22 minutes long, and then I went back to capture more footage for the game, and then when I went to use the audio, it had been corrupted, and I just kind of gave up on it at that point. So yeah, it'll be good. I'll replay through Hellblade, the first one, and then the second one will come out, and then I'll play that one on stream, and I'll definitely get the review out for that. It says it's going to be enhanced. I bet you it's going to run at a higher frame rate, because obviously on the Series X it only runs at 30 FPS. And I also bet you that they're going to get rid of the black bars that are on the top and the bottom of the screen. I bet you that's going to be an option too. Where am I going?
The energy relay is under attack.
If that core explodes, the city goes with it.
But yeah, I think I'm also going to be a little bit more active on Twitch now that I'm streaming specifically from the PS5. The funny thing is that he was bragging about the PS5 Pro running Doom at 2016 at 6. Oh yeah. I remember seeing that. He didn't know that it didn't run. Yeah, you get a lot of people that, you know, they pretend that they play games and then they post clips like that, and they, you know, it kind of get people, it gets exposed to people that they're not actually as honest about playing games as they think other, you know, people think they are. That happened a lot for me, where there were people that I followed, some YouTube reviewers, during the Avowed review, where they said very specific things about the game, and then when I played it, it was just like not true. So it was just like, oh, you didn't actually play the game, or you horribly misunderstood certain things. Yeah, the Dark Ages it's definitely a softer looking game. Doom Eternal's way better looking. But yeah, I might try it. It's not going to be tonight. But wanting to be more active with my Twitch channel that I have, I'm probably going to be, like I said, definitely not tonight, but maybe a few times throughout the week for about an hour or so. I might be live streaming Twitch from the Xbox, and hoping that that works out well. And then I can import those live streams into the channel, or download them and then premiere them on the channel. Well, you know, whichever.
Player is approaching the core.
The barrier is critical. Relay overloading.
We need to pull everyone back.
Been playing some Dark Ages. I saw you on Xbox playing. And the only thing you don't like about the gameplay so far is yeah, it's not the best, but I mean I think it's a way for them to, you know, mix up the gameplay and everything.
That core will explode.
'Cause that's been a very common criticism I've seen from a lot of people, like reviews and stuff. It's like, oh well, it's just literally from start to finish just shooting. So they tried to mix it up, which is, you know, admirable. It could have been worse. I feel like it could have been a lot worse. Come on. Yeah, we're also gonna go for a while tonight. I know last time I only streamed for about 2 hours, but tonight we'll be streaming for the usual 4 to 5. I just hate the lock-on part, especially hate it because, yeah, it does turn into a QTE. I don't know, it doesn't bother me that much, but yeah, like I've said before, it could have been a lot worse.
Tracking the Slayer for evac now.
All right, so we're a couple hours, or about 90 minutes into the stream. I'm gonna set it up like I always do. Set up a goal. We can have extended overtime. I forgot to set it when the stream started, to be honest. Hey there, Game Burrow. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for jumping in here. I always appreciate it. I like these segments, to be honest. The glorified mini-games break up the standard gameplay loop as opposed to parkour platforming bits. Yeah. I feel like they did a pretty good job breaking up the kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? It reminds me a lot of certain levels in Halo when you would run from... going from in the corridors, and then you would get to an area, like an open area, you'd run around there, maybe on a vehicle, and then you'd go back inside. Although, oh jeez, for me it does leave a little bit to be desired with the dragon. I kind of wish it was more of a... more of like an open free form, kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like the Banshees levels in Halo. Like I wish that the dragons controlled similar to that, because yeah, having it be just kind of like a lock-on does make it just a bit of a QTE. Which, in my opinion, it would have been better if it was set up to be more open instead of kind of like a locked-on type of like a lock-on type of fight, you know. There we go. Whoa! Nice. Yeah, I also had, oddly enough, which YouTube really, like, I like to think I know what I'm doing on here. I've been making videos for a long time. I've not been as consistent as I probably should be. I've tried to fix that, but I mean, just in general, I don't understand anything about how it works anymore. Last night at like 11, I posted a YouTube short that was 10 seconds long that I posted a short that was 10 seconds long that was just Doom guy pulling the double shotgun out of the weapon pod, and I put one of the YouTube tracks that were available on it for Doom. And the short has almost 20,000 views. Again, I know it's 10 seconds.
I did as you asked.
But
No, please.
like I've also made a lot of, spent a lot of time editing like these, especially these long reviews that sometimes don't even get like 1,000 views, which is, I mean, it is what it is. People like it or they don't, but the short just really caught me off guard because it's just it's really, I don't know, just not what I thought it was going to be, I guess. It almost has 20,000 views, which is nuts. I guess I'll have to edit some more YouTube Doom shorts. Actually, I'm also going to try something here real quick. Look at this later.
A distress signal was sent. We've tried contacting them. No response.
So, is this guy one of the Hell Priests from Doom Eternal? Because they have the exact same like outfit and the little staff and the headgear.
The Heart of Argent, discovered in AR-722. An artifact said to contain the soul of the last race.
And I did not know this. That Thyra, whatever her name is, that's Deborah Wilson. That one actress that's in like everything. That one, she was in Star Wars. She was in, I think, Wolfenstein. And she's in a bunch of other games too. I forget her. I think it's Deborah Wilson. We've had some new subs rolling in here. I appreciate people coming in and subscribing.
With the Slayer guarding the barracks, we'll take the airships. Rally at the priest signal.
Oh, dude, there's a part in this game. And we've talked about this before. Does debris despawn after destroying something? I'm not sure. I don't think it sticks around too much. I mean, it has to eventually despawn, right? Yeah, it looks like some of it does. I forget, what weapons do I get here? There we go. Imagine being the Marine, seeing Doom Guy randomly start destroying stuff. Yeah, they're probably freaking out. Some of the audio earlier, the Marines even say like, "Oh, move out of his way! Don't, you know, don't give him a reason to do anything." I was gonna say, didn't I not just pick up ammo for this? Yeah, you can get stuck. I've gotten stuck on things that, like the geometry of the world before, like debris that was designed and as part of the level, like a broken pillar. But yeah, we got Gears coming at the end of summer, which is going to be fun to play through. We're going to have Hellblade probably in July. Surprisingly, we've got a pretty good, I mean, at least I think so, a good summer filled with gaming. Death Stranding 2, and now all these Xbox games coming to PlayStation. I was thinking, I don't know, I might, but I was thinking I might end up checking out Forza Horizon on this. But I would either have to get a bigger SSD, or I'd have to delete something, which I'm leaning towards maybe getting a bigger SSD.
I'll establish contact when we reach Aratum.
Commander Thera, the demonic presence around the priest signal is getting larger.
Yeah, I saw something about that where they have like a bunch of old Activision, like, arcade games. Yeah. Looks interesting. I'll check it out. I'm gonna have to reactivate my Game Pass Ultimate. I deactivated the auto bill because for some reason when you have auto bill turned on, you can't log in to Xbox Live while playing in a Xbox 360 game. I don't know. That has to be something like on the services side. I can't imagine that like, that makes no sense. That makes zero sense to me. I also saw the usual suspects when it comes to gaming websites talking about that people were canceling their Doom pre-orders because Doom doesn't come on the PS5 disc. It's like, some people I'm sure did, but they tried to make it like it was like this huge amount of people. It obviously wasn't. They just put out like a slide or a graphic, I guess it would be, where they talked about how it was the fastest, not fastest selling, but fastest to like 3 or 4 million players than any other Doom game. Which, I gotta be honest, I'm getting I'm getting a little irritated with this. They're giving the, instead of giving sales, they're giving like player numbers. Which the first couple of games it was like, yeah, okay, like Avowed, I get it, because Avowed's basically a Game Pass game, but you're also selling Doom on, you know, PlayStation and on Steam. I know Avowed was on Steam too. I just actually thought about that while I was saying that, but like I want sales numbers, not player counts. Player counts look good for investors. I'm interested in the sale number. Something that's been taking me a while to get used to, and I'm still not completely used to it, is not having the double jump. That really does throw me off. Only 85 megabytes on the disc. I agree with you. Like at that point, it's a key. It's like the Nintendo key cards. I got into a bit of a, I don't want to say argument, but we could call it a conversation with somebody on Instagram, one of the Instagram creators, where he was saying that like, oh, pretty soon, you know, some of us, or I think his post was like, the majority of us will shut our Switches off this June and never turn them back on again, you know, because they're getting the Switch too. And it's corrected him. I'm like, no, dude, like there's going to be way more people that stay on the Switch, one, for a long time. And you try, oh, you know, this is going to be one of the most successful consoles ever. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. It probably will be. It's sold out everywhere now. But the Switch is 155 million consoles sold. Let's say this year, at most, let's say they sell 15 million. That's still not even like 10% of the Switch user base. So it's not really going to be most people. It's going to be a small minority for a long time. Yeah, well, I hope they never connect it to Nintendo's servers, because Nintendo's updated their user agreement, which reminded me that I have to call and have Nintendo. I'm having an issue with my son's account. I told him I would call today, and then I just completely forgot. I'll have to call them in the morning tomorrow before I go to bed. No offense, but I think parents are gonna screw us over. Oh yeah, absolutely. That is 100% gonna happen. I mean, I wouldn't say it's gonna be intentional, but that's definitely going to happen. Grandparents are gonna, oh, you know, I walked in and grabbed the new game for the Switch, and then they're gonna get it and be like, oh, well, I can't play this one. That's for sure gonna happen. Dude, that happened. There was a mix-up back in the day with the Series X and the Xbox One X. That the day that the Series X got announced, that the Xbox One X sold out on Amazon, and it's just like, like they probably pre-ordered the wrong thing. Probably pre-ordered the wrong one. Ooh, what do we got? Nice. Same thing happened with the Wii U. Yeah, I wasn't as plugged in to certain things with like gaming back in 2012, 2013 when that came out. I was currently, or back then, I was going through a lot. Yeah, I think personally that's why they stuck the Switch 2 at the end of it. They tried to differentiate it, but we'll have to see how well that works out. That's 75. I think I'll have enough. Oh, I'm one piece of gold away. Okay. All right. All right.
This attack on the barracks is a diversion. My father will need help. Ensign, mobilize the Slayer's dragon. Marking Slayer's hut now.
Ah! Nope. Jump back up. One of these bridges has a, like an underneath. Where'd these guys come from? Yeah, this is on normal. At some point, maybe we'll go through and do like a little bit more of a difficult playthrough. I finished on Xbox too, and that was on normal. And I noticed that I got, I think, like a little bit more than half of the achievements when I was just kind of playing the game, not really looking for the achievements. So at some point also too, I'm going to come back to this and do like a platinum run. Or at least I'd like to. I do miss the weak points from Doom Eternal, though. Like, being able to shoot the guns on the guy's hand and then he didn't have, like, that weapon at the time is definitely something that I miss. You gave up after dying in the next firefight? Oh, almost jumped right off the edge. This is the bridge where there's an underneath. I guess we'll just fall off the edge, though, instead. There we go. Now we got the gold. Yeah, the glory kills are definitely cool. It was a... What did they say? The reason why that they removed them from most enemies was to keep the combat flow. Which makes sense, but, I mean, they happen so fast, and... I guess that doesn't make any sense, because they happen so fast in Doom Eternal, and in Doom 2016 that, like, that doesn't, I mean, doesn't really break the flow that much, does it? to wait until we hit the next Sentinel upgrade area. Did I get him? Yeah, we got him. Gotta get some more ammo. Yeah, your timing for the tentacle enemies has to be on point. You're right about that. Sounds like the boomers from Gears of War. Boom. What do you think they're gonna do with Halo there, Death Trooper? What do you think when it comes to... because that's definitely gotta come to PS5. I would be shocked if it didn't at this point. I mean, with Gears, that's a given, right? Not a question of if, just a question of when. I think it's gonna be... I think it's gonna be in October. October or November? What do you think? Oh, thought I fell off the edge. The Xbox showcase in June. So in a couple of weeks. Do you think they're gonna do... See, my initial thoughts were that when the Oblivion remake leaked, was that was going to be something that they showed at the June showcase and said, and it's available now. You know, one of those type of things. A shadow drop then. But because it leaked, they just decided to put it out when it leaked. Because I think that Oblivion Remastered is going to get a huge patch in June when it's supposed to come out, or when it was supposed to originally come out. So yeah, wouldn't that be interesting for Halo? Oh, dude, people... You know what? That's actually probably a good chance as to when the game's going to come out, because they disabled the... or not disabled, but they decided not to do an Xbox Fan Fest. And I guess this was the first year outside of, the lockdown times when they were going to do it, but they didn't. And I have a feeling if they did, and they announced Halo for PlayStation there, that they would get booed, and they didn't want to get booed. I'm willing to bet you that's... I'm telling you, I think that you might be onto something there. think Infinite gets revealed and maybe MCC gets shadow dropped.
Slayer is approaching the bridge to the Dragon's aviary.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wild day on X when when that happens, when they announce it. People are gonna collectively lose their minds. Gonna be funny seeing the ponies on Halo all of a sudden. Oh yeah, dude, it's gonna be great when that happens. The first 2 weeks to a month, Halo, or at least for the population for those games, if they release, let's say they just release the MCC proper, right? It's the full MCC. You're going to be able to get games and play like it was 2007 again. It's going to be awesome. Eventually it's going to fall off, as it, usually does, especially with games like COD coming out. But yeah, it's going to be awesome, and I'm going to be there every single day. And you know what? It's probably going to be broken too. Oh, because when has 343 ever made a game that worked at launch? Even the PC ports didn't work. Jeez, man. But yeah, it's gonna be a certain day, a wild day, that's for sure. That's for certain.
Aviary unlocked. Clear the Slayer's launch pad.
Oh, I wonder if they would add that. Yeah, the microtransactions into Halo Infinite, or the MCC then. That'll be interesting to see. That's for... Damn it, hit the wrong button. That'll be one for sure. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun though. It's probably gonna look better and play better on PS5 as well, which is a shame. But, the dragons. Of course, Doomslayer is his dragon has to have the energy wings. Yeah, if they put Halo Infinite on the PS5, microtransactions day one will work.
Thrusters on.
That's always been the most functional part of any 343 game, is the store. It's sad, but I mean, it's true. Alright, we're gonna put this on pause for a minute so I can use the bathroom, and I will be right back. Okay, we are back. Wow, yeah, that YouTube, that short is over 20K now. Absolutely nuts. I guess I'll be editing together some more shorts tonight. You know what this reminds me of is the Halo 4 level at the very end when you're flying around on the jet. That's what that reminds me of. That's cool. I didn't see that before. Or don't remember seeing that before. Dragon's Lair has the most difficult QTEs. Yeah, that's an old arcade game from what I remember. It is mainly because it didn't like tell you anything. There was like an analog stick and a button or two buttons, and you just kind of had to figure it out. Like, oh, at this time I go up and press this, and go down and press. It didn't tell you anything that you were supposed to do. Yeah, it's not. I remember. I think there was a PS2, an Xbox, and a GameCube game. Oh, Dragon took off. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it really is. I think it was made into more of an adventure game, though, the PS2 version anyway. It was like a cel-shaded hack and slash that had some of the original stuff to it. It was a different game than the arcade game. Novik.
Assault engaged.
That's cool.
Those ships are powering the force field around the main cathedral. The demons conjured a barrier when we arrived. The coordinates to the artifact are inside
the PS2, GameCube, Xbox game was different. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, these controls here are weird. There we go. Whoa! I started chasing after that guy. We gotta go back over here, though.
Mark the engines on the hell ship.
There's a health upgrade. I'll go back and get it after I down the ship here. Hopefully it's still there. I didn't want to land and be onto something that I shouldn't have been. Another thing that was happening to me on the Xbox version, and I don't know if it was just because maybe my controller's a couple years old, or if maybe the buttons on it are going bad, because that's happened to me before, is the RB and the LB buttons. The RB, it would not let me switch weapons. When you click it in to swap to something else, it just wouldn't let me, and I have no idea why. Oh, there we go. Oh. There we go. Can use the Sentinel Shrine and upgrade. Upgrade! I've had an issue where my weapon would randomly switch to the plasma gun. Huh. That is a bit odd, isn't it? No frills. Hitting a demon with a shield throw and then charge or parrying a hell surge drops impaler ammo. This is the one that I want, but I gotta get through this one to get it. Yeah. Personally, my setup is the charge shot, piercer, and occasionally RPG. Yeah, the RPG comes in handy, and you can get a perk on the RPG that lets you. Oh, impaler. Okay, you can get a shot or a perk on the what's the gun? The rocket launcher. That you don't take, or you either take no damage or less damage when an explosion happens, like right next to you. I found a secret area. Oh. Not bad. And one thing I was wondering when it comes to this game is, what was it? Doom 2016 and both Doom Eternal gave you the opportunity or the option at some point to have the gun in the classic pose, like in the middle of the screen. I wonder if they'll get to that point again. Ooh, hello. Let's see, do I have enough? What shield ones do I have? Let's upgrade that. I noticed, yeah, I do have the classic Doom guy at the bottom. Yeah, that's just a an option you can pick from. Gotta get the blue key. The blue key's up there. Is there a way up there from here? Or am I gonna have to run around to somewhere else? Oh, I can come out this way. There we go. Oop. Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, where is that coming from? Take all that. Thank you. Let's take this blue key. You could tell they really wanted people when they explore to like be able to find the things that they're going for. Like, why else would they have a giant blue hologram right there for, you know, for everyone to see? I think they really wanted people to, you know, work on the trophies and achievements too. And the only reason I say that is just because they, on my Xbox playthrough, like I said, I wasn't really like trying to get all the achievements, and I got like half of them. So figured, you know, just play through it the same this way, and then we'll go back later on through a playthrough and get the collectibles and find all the artifacts and the codex entries and stuff like that. Oh, nope. I was gonna say, how much more superheated does he need to be? Ah! Running out of ammo! The pulverizer. Wow. Yeah, like this kind of glory kill. What was that? Increase to ammo? Yeah. That's what wanted extra lives to be visible. Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, I honestly, giving people more options to play how they want to play is, I mean, it's always a positive in my book. I've heard that you could put this on the hardest difficult. I haven't tried it yet, but I've heard that you can put this on the hardest difficulty and then crank up the damage that you do and change the damage that the enemies do, and basically just one-shot every enemy in the game on the hardest difficulty. So that effectively makes the nightmare mode, like, easier, you know? Knocked him off the edge. Ah! Got it. Like Game Dev Expo, the God of War devs. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. They blurred out his face, but like you could still hear his voice. He has a very unmistakable voice. Like once you hear it, it's like it's not something you're gonna forget. Like you hear it again, and you're like, oh yeah, this guy. I've fallen down the rabbit hole with him recently, where I've been watching a lot of people talk about him. Oh. Oh, this is the guy with the health upgrade. Yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right. Yikes. PSP is probably going to be the longest lasting walkout besides e-begging and spending money on... Yeah, he hasn't really done anything. No, I don't think he will, to be honest. He's way too worried about his image, but the thing is, like... And this is something that I've noticed, and this is just my own opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. But in a lot of the documentaries with him, the early days, like in from like 20, maybe 2010 to 2016, he really liked to buy a lot of like gaming crap, statues and paintings and posters, and like he liked to spend a lot of his money on that type of stuff. And then I think once he moved, maybe he sold it, maybe he put it in storage, maybe he doesn't really, as far as I know now, talk about buying collectibles like that. I think, aside from a gambling problem, I think he just has a spending problem. And everybody, I mean, everybody can have anybody can easily have a spending problem. But I think his spending went from buying those collectibles to that mobile game. What am I? Oh, it's up here. I was gonna say, where... Dodged right into it. Down it goes. Down it goes. Yeah, if he could curtail his spending addiction and then just learn how to take some accountability, he could probably, like, people would honestly probably not lay off of him just because of how big his trolling community is. But I mean, it would improve in a lot of different ways. At least I think things would. He's not like Review Tech USA with constantly hitting like a soundboard to have applause, or, you know, he didn't. Well, I guess he might have faked his wife's illness when dealing with the Kino Casino. I don't think so, but he says that he did, which makes things kind of worse. But yeah, I mean, he hasn't done anything outrageous, at least in terms of like people surrounding him. Spending $40,000 or $100,000 on a mobile game, though, that's a serious issue. God, my wife would kill me spending that much money on a game like that. Alright, that wasn't that bad. The one thing, and two, I'm going to mention this when I make my review. I feel like a lot of times enemy sponginess, like with when shooting them, some of it is actually really inconsistent. Because sometimes I've taken out certain enemies super quick, and then other times it's like it doesn't matter how much I shoot them, they just won't go down. This is a cool finisher. I really like this. What do we got? One more of these. Yeah, I'm pretty new to the this locale universe stuff. But it's, man, it's once you start watching it, it's hard to turn it off, I'll tell you that. I don't know if you're familiar, Death Trooper. Have you seen Sun Grand Studios on YouTube? Ooh, what do we got? Oh, the other plasma god, nice. The plasma cycle. he burst into pieces. There we go. Is that it? There's nobody down here this time? I guess not. Oop. So, where am I supposed to... I guess we'll go this way. Come on. There we go. I was gonna say. What do we got over here? Oop. Ooh. Okay. Yikes. Come on. Wow. Here it is. Ba-bow, 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 ba-bow. The super shotgun. It's nice they give this to you fairly early, too. I can't even use anything down here. Really? Ooh, yeah, there we go. Powerful. This reminds me of the sawed-off shotgun too in Gears of War. That was always a super powerful weapon. It's a shame I'll have to stream that through Twitch. Hopefully we get some ammo down here. Oh, no. I don't need to fight nobody. Okay. That's really bright. Oh yeah, here we go. Straight to the top.
Malin, move into position.
Oh boy. Alright. Got a lot of gold. I've been doing a lot of exploring though, so makes sense. There we are, yeah. Just got hit with something. There's also rumors too of a Red Dead Redemption 2 PS5 and Series X port or patch, which would be amazing. There's also rumors of Grand Theft Auto 4 being remastered coming, which is really cool. That I would play for sure. Dude's missing an arm. Wow. He's still going at it. Way am I going this way? Uh-oh. El Diablo.
How brave. Ignite the charges.
Oh, we got Doom Guy in there too. Yeah, and that dude looks like a Gears character right there. Chapter 6. Okay. Well, we've been going now for about 3 hours. I'm actually going to go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you, Death Trooper, for jumping in. Always appreciate seeing you here. And we are going to be back tomorrow night at the same time at 9 p.m. And we're going to continue through probably from chapter 6 to about 12 or 15. We're gonna go long tomorrow night. Tonight was just kind of like just a test, just to see, make sure everything streaming, because I'm streaming from the PS5 here, was working well with the mic and camera and everything. It looks good. I think it's okay. We're going to continue on here tomorrow, and I'm actually also going to be back on Sunday night. Sunday night, I have the night off from work, so I'll be here maybe even a little bit earlier than usual. Keep an eye out on the sub box for that. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me here. I always appreciate it, and I'll see all of you tomorrow night, same time, same channel.